Hey, Luke here with catsandcarp.com, and today we're going to catch and cook gizzard shad. Tasty. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Catfish and Carp, and we are in the grocery store because we are going to be cooking some shad. And I don't want to just cook any shad, I want it to actually taste good. So we're going to try some funky recipes and see how it comes out. So to start off with, did you do that, Tom?
Ooh, what did me?
Got ourselves some cilantro, some baby fingerling potatoes, some carrots. Let's go get some other stuff. All right, we're also going to get ourselves some mustard, but not normal American mustard. I want like spicy mustard, like the stuff they got over in the UK. So I am going to try that. It's Coleman's of Norwich. Let's see. I was going to need a little bit of all-purpose flour, some ground cumin. That'll work. And we'll get some dill.
Why is the cart running away?
Oh.
Tell me what it is. Feels like the summer song.
Well, guys, we've got our groceries. Now it's time to go get ourselves some shad. And we're here.
I see some shad right there.
Oh, you're right, you do.
Catch it.
Look at that. There's a shad right here.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Let's go and catch it.
Oh, he's not looking so good.
Let's catch
Yeah,
it.
see the teeth marks on him? See how he's got this circular scuffed mark? That's where he got grabbed by a bass or something. Well, leave him alone. We don't want to eat diseased shad. And we're gonna go catch ourselves some fresh, non-sickly shad and go make some good, tasty fried shad. If you don't have a fish finder, the best way to find shad is just look for one breaking the surface and then throw the net right there. They tend to come right up and break the surface a lot in the early morning and late at night. Now, people don't typically eat gizzard shad. There are some shad that people do like to eat, like the hickory shad and the American shad, but those are actually a type of herring. They're not a true shad. But a shad really is similar in a lot of ways to a herring. It's a very oily fish. They look similar in a lot of ways. So I'm gonna try cooking them with a recipe that I've seen people use for herring and see if that works. But I've never really heard of anyone eating gizzard shad. So we're gonna see how that goes. But as far as catching them, I know a few things about that because I use them for bait all the time. Here in the summertime, the shad are spread out and they're generally near the top of the water column at nighttime and down deeper in the daytime when it's hot like it is right now. So I'm in a shallow lagoon where I typically find them, and we're gonna use a cast net to catch them. Gizzard shad, true shad, are plankton eaters. They eat algae and stuff on rocks. They don't take a hook. I've never seen anyone be able to catch them on a rod or reel. So catching them with nets is the only way I've seen to catch them. And I'm gonna use a 10-foot cast net. All right, let me show you my cast net. This is a 10-foot net. It's got 1 pound of lead per foot of net. So it's a 10-pound net. It's got 1-inch mesh. All right, let me show you how to throw this net. So you coil it up into your dominant hand and you grab about waist height on the net. Put it in your dominant hand. Then spread the curtain of lead out and look for tangles. Once you're sure it's not tangled up, gather up in your left hand half the lead. Okay, so you have 2 equal groups. And grab that left half halfway between your right hand and the lead and join it all into the same hand. Then what you're gonna do is grab the outside curtain of lead with your left hand and put that in your dominant hand as well. Then you're gonna grab like so, and you're ready to throw. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw like a hook with my right hand. I'm gonna throw kind of a sweeping motion, and then with my left hand, I'm gonna be throwing in the same direction, both counterclockwise. Like that. Look at that. You can tell gizzard shad because they have this long fin right there. They've got this long fin on their dorsal fin. They've got a spot right there. You look at the mouth on a gizzard shad is different than a herring. It's really small. That's how you can tell the difference between shad and herring. Herring have a big mouth, shad have a small mouth. So skipjack, American shad, hickory shad all have big mouths because they're really herring.
They're swimming very good.
Yeah, shad have a really hard time staying alive in live wells. When it's cold, they do okay, but they have a hard time in the summertime. Circular live wells, or putting a little bit of salt in your live well, or putting some ice in your live well, having a really good oxygenator, those can all help. But they're just a really hard fish to keep alive. They're very fragile. You ready to go swimming?
Yeah.
All right, let's go find a spot. It is hot. How's that feel? Does that feel nice? Nathan, would you like me to throw you in?
No.
All right, guys, we've got our shad. We're anchored up. Let's get cooking. First off, I've got to get my cooking station set up here, and then we're going to clean the shad, and we're going to start prepping them and cooking them. So let's see what happens.
I'm going to
For our shad recipe, this is my idea. I think we should fry the shad in hot mustard, cumin, and some other herbs and seasonings, and then have some baby carrots, fried potatoes on the side with some garlic bread. So let's see what happens. I've never eaten shad before, so I'm really curious. Leave it in the live well until we're ready for it.
wake up, Daddy.
Not until I'm done cooking, okay? Here, Tom, you want some bread?
Oh, yeah. Can you make some French fries out of those?
We're gonna make something kind of like French fries. You waving?
I'm kind of scared.
Hey, Luke here with CaptainCarp.com. Tasty.
Ew, that's gross.
Was that gross? Actually, you know, they didn't taste as strong as I thought they were going to be. It's not as gross of a flavor as like a herring. Herring have a really strong flavor. You gonna bite the head off the carrot? Scales are so small, it's hard to see. Hard to see what I've scaled and what I haven't.
Get out of my way.
There's this hard like bone thing right here on the bottom of their stomach. So I just getting rid of all of that. And shad are full of this brown stuff. That's digested plankton. Gizzard shad have this hard little gizzard in them. That's where they get their name, gizzard shad. It feels like a chicken gizzard. So that's what the shad roe looks like. I'm just gonna throw this all overboard. Get in here with my thumbnail. Okay, I'm gonna go wash these off. All right, there we go. We got these all cleaned up, and look at them. They actually look really good. Meat looks half decent. There's just nothing but bones and skin right in here, this flappy bit. So I'm gonna cut that out, but I'm looking at this meat now, and I'm thinking this might not be a crazy idea anymore. Those are actually a couple little decent morsels of meat. Went ahead and cleaned out another one just because they're kind of tiny, and so let's start getting them seasoned. Okay, first things first, gonna season these with some salt. Gonna take this British mustard, and we're gonna get some of that on there. Next, I'm gonna take some ground cumin. We're gonna sprinkle that on there. Oh, come on, don't be shy. All right, now we're gonna roll them in some all-purpose flour. So let's just take and
Daddy.
roll them around in that. Okay, let's get the pan heated. Get some cast iron skillet going there. And I'm gonna put a little peanut oil in this thing. All right, starting to get a little smoke off that. Let's cool that down a little bit. Add our potatoes. Well, that's looking pretty good. Some of them are a little bit too brown, but yeah, not so bad. Now you can tell potatoes are done when you can press them easily with the spatula. So there we go. All right, now we're gonna do our carrots. And we're gonna take some fresh baguette. Take some garlic powder.
Actually,
Carrots are great the way they are, don't overdo them. All right, now we're ready for the shad. Okay, shake off any excess flour. That cumin's coming across strong. Oh, look at that. Well, that shad looks done. That looks really good. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of this dillweed. Put it on the shad and on the potatoes. A mustard, dill, and cumin fried shad with some fried potatoes, garlic bread, fried carrots. Right here on the lake. Not too shabby. Okay, you want some potatoes?
Yeah.
There you go. There's some potatoes and a piece of bread. You want some carrot?
No.
Okay, then try the potatoes. Let's sit down and try this. The funny thing is, I'm kind of nervous to try the shad. I've never eaten shad before, but I just bit the head off a raw shad, and that was okay. So this really is going to be fine. But for some reason, I'm nervous. But look at that. That is pretty. Let's give this a go. Oh, there's a load of bones in here. I'm gonna try a big piece of shad here. Look at all the little bones in there. We got bones everywhere. I think I have more bones than a carp. Shad is interesting. It's got a strong flavor. It definitely has a strong flavor. Little bit of muddiness to it. A lot of bones, but they're little. We'll just eat them. Let's try this big piece right here. Pull out the spine here and donate that. I'm gonna try it without the skin and see if that helps. Sometimes the skin makes a muddy flavor. Oh, it actually did help. Yeah, so in the future, if you're gonna eat shad, skin them. The skin has a little bit of a muddy flavor to it. Do a close up here. See? You can see it kind of a muddiness with the skin. And there's this dark meat under the skin. That has a little bit of a muddy flavor to it. But the inside meat, it's quite white. Oh, look. Oh, I think I pulled off a piece with no bones there. I think that piece has got 0 bones. Let's try. You know, that was actually good. I'm not, that didn't have a strong flavor at all to that. So let's see if we can debone this thing. Yeah, not perfect, but not perfect, but you got most of the bones out. Well, if you're really careful, you can get most of the bones off. But there are a lot of them. I do like this recipe though. I think I'd try it again. Just skin the fish. Honestly, guys, that wasn't bad at all. Once you get the skin off, it could have been a tilapia or something. It's a very generic tasting white meat fish, and it's fresh, so it doesn't taste bad. I mean, little salt on it was good. It's good. So yeah, definitely there's some tricks to it, but man, I could eat shad again. You know, just kind of like eating crawfish or blue crab. It's a lot of picking, but not bad at all. All right, guys, you want to go swimming?
Yeah.
All right, let's go swimming. That's a great way to finish off a great day like today. Come here, buddy. Don't knock my glasses off. Well, guys, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this catch and cook video. If you'd like to see more great catch and cook videos from the Catfish and Carp YouTube channel, check out our playlist. I'll put a link in the description. We've got like 20 different catch and cook videos, tons of great recipes. Also, if you'd like to see more great videos from the Catfish and Carp YouTube channel, we put out new videos every week, so don't forget to... Nailed it! I think I wet my pants.